Okay, good morning to everybody. Welcome to a new video. This time I'm going to focus on some vocabulary terms, okay, related to the body. Okay, again, I'm going to follow a copy I have. And the first, the copy has 2 pages. Okay, on the first page, you will you will see a huge number, a big number of words defined, all related to body. Okay, and on the second page, at the end of the second page, you have some activities to practice. Well, this vocabulary is a bit specific. It's maybe you won't know some of the words, but don't worry, because all of them are defined, and all of them include an example. So I think you won't have any problem when you read these definitions. So anyway, I'm going to explain some of them. Okay, so we have 3 different sections. First, posture and movement. These are the first part. The first point is contains verbs that refer to body movements. Okay, body movement. Okay, and the second section, second set of words, refer to or include adjectives related to the body too. Okay, for example, eye catching or first hand or hair raising. Okay, I will tell you about this. And the third section, third group of words includes verb combinations. Okay, these are a kind of fixed sentences, okay, that we use again in relation to our body. For example, to fold your arms, arms. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to tell you first about some verbs that we use in posture and movement. For example, we have to crouch. You know, crouch when you, if you are standing up. Okay, and you bend your legs. Okay, and then you are crouched. Okay, crouch. Okay, when you get closer to the ground, agacharse in Spanish. Okay, to crouch. Okay, crouch. And you have here an example about soldiers. Okay, this verb is used, a good context is with soldiers in a battle. Okay, so for example, soldiers in camouflage crouched silently in the bushes. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, so when a soldier is crouched, he's closer to the ground. Okay, to avoid making noise, for example. Okay, when you are crouched, you make less noise. Okay, more to curl up. Maybe some of you can do this on the sofa. Okay, when you get, this is a position. Okay, where your in which your body makes a rounded shape. Okay, so you can lie on the sofa. Okay, and then you can put your legs or your body in a rounded position. Okay, acurrucarse, more or less. That's the idea in Spanish, to curl up. And again, you have an example. The cat was curled up on the sofa, nose to tail, fall asleep. Okay, well, this is a position that dogs and cats normally take when they are sleeping in a rounded shape. Okay, that's the idea of curl up. Okay, that's the idea. More to duck, I don't know if you know this. It is empato. Be careful. Okay, this is duck as a verb. Duck means when you lower your head, because for example, something is going to hit you. For example, someone throws a ball at you. Okay, and it's going to hit you, and then you duck your head. You lower your head. Okay, to avoid being hit by something. Okay, agachar la cabeza. Okay, that's the idea, to avoid being hit by something. You have here another example, which is, if he hadn't ducked, the ball would have hit him square in the face. Okay, so in this example, imagine this person was playing baseball. Okay, and then someone threw a ball at him, okay, and then he had to duck it. He had to duck it. Okay, that's the idea. Esquivar. Okay. More fidget. Okay. Well, when you are this fidget is when you are in a nervous situation. Okay, in a nervous when you are nervous because of something. Okay, and you are constantly moving your hands like this. Okay, like this, or your feet all the time. Okay, when you move them because you are nervous about something. Okay, you move your legs, your hands, your fingers like this on a table, for example. Okay, this is to fidget. Okay, como agitar. Okay, in Spanish, when you're nervous, you can do this on a table. Okay, or with your feet on the ground on the floor. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, you have here an example. Children often fidget and fuss around restlessly when they are bored. Okay, so you know that children are constantly moving. Okay, when they are imagine children sitting in a classroom. Okay, they are constantly moving their hands, their feet. Okay, all the time. That's the idea of fidget. Okay, so let's see more. Okay, the next example, the next word we have is, for example, I'm going to skip some of them, okay, because there are many. If you have any question about them, you can tell me, okay, in the group, okay, because there are many to focus on all of them. For example, next one to frown, okay. Well, frown, you have here the definition to lower your eyebrows because you are angry, okay, or you do not understand. In Spanish, fruncir el ceño. Okay, when for example someone does something wrong and we are angry at them, okay, we frown. Okay, we frown to express that we are angry because we didn't like something that happened. Okay, that's the idea. And you have here an example too. He frowned in frustration as he tried to add the sums one more time. He frowned in frustration as he tried to add the sums one more time. Okay, that's the idea. This is what this example has to do with maths. Okay, I think is a calculation. Okay, you know that we get very angry when we get very annoyed when we are studying mathematics and we don't get the right number. Okay, that's the idea. Okay. Okay. More. And we also have here kneel to kneel. Okay, kneel. When you bend your legs. Okay. Uh, when you bend your legs so that your knees are touching the ground. Okay. You bend your legs so that your knees can touch the ground. Okay. You lower your height. Okay. So in order to do anything, when you want to take something from the floor, okay, an object from the floor, okay, you have here an example too. He knelt before the queen to be knighted. Okay, he knelt before the queen to be knighted. Okay, well, here you have a historical context. Okay, knights, you know that knights in the Middle Ages, they usually knelt before the queen to be named as knights, to be recognized as knights. You know this ritual with the sword, okay, touching the knight's shoulders. Okay, so that's to kneel in this context. Okay, when you kneel before an important person too, mostly in Middle Ages. Nowadays we don't kneel. We don't kneel. Okay, in front of anybody. That was more in the past. Okay, so that's the idea. Arrodillarse in Spanish. Okay, more to nod. Well, you nod. This refers to your head. Okay, so to move your head up and down. Okay, as to confirm. That's it. That this is the movement. Okay, nod. Okay, when you say yes. Okay, that's it. That's the idea. That's a movement. Okay, to kneel down. Okay. And more. Well, the example is, "Are you all happy with today's program?" She asked, and everyone nodded In agreement. Okay, that's the idea. Nodded. Nodded. Okay, that's the idea. Let's continue. And next one for the next verb, the next word is to nudge. To nudge. Nudge. Okay, I repeat, to nudge. Okay. Well, this movement is a movement you do in a soft way. Okay, to catch someone's attention. The movement is this. When you do this, okay, to someone. Okay, and you say, "Hey, it's look at look at that person. He's famous." Okay. You have here the example. And she nudged him. Look, she said. Look, and she said, I think that's Elton John over there. That this is a movement. Okay, when you say do this. Okay, that's a movement for you to understand the context. Okay, un toquecito. Okay, with your very small touch with your elbow to someone to catch this person's attention. Okay, that's to nudge. Okay. More. I'm going to skip some, okay, because there are many. And we also have to shudder. To shudder, okay. Well, to shudder is when your body shakes, temblar, okay, when your body shakes for a short time because you have seen, heard, or tasted something unpleasant. Imagine you are eating something new, okay, and you hate it. The taste is horrible, and you just feel bad when tasting that. Okay, so in English you shudder. You can say you shudder. Okay. And in Spanish we don't have a specific verb. En español no tenemos un verbo concreto. Creo que sería algo como un escalofrío por tomar algo que no nos gusta. Okay. So to shudder. Okay. And okay. That's the idea. You have an example too. Okay. Okay. And now I'm going to refer to some compound body adjectives. Okay. Some adjectives that we use in English. Okay, these are more advanced words. As you can see, these are a bit more complex words. Okay, that you don't normally see in everyday language, but they are here, and they are very. These words refer to basic ideas. In fact, in Spanish we use them all the time. In Spanish, we use them, so they are basic. Refer to basic actions that we do every day. Okay. So let's see. We have, for example, in compound body adjectives, we have eye-catching. Eye-catching. Well, something which is eye-catching is something which is very attractive or unusual, and we are amazed when we see that. Okay, for example, a good advertising poster must be simple but eye-catching. Eye-catching. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, so eye-catching. Something that catches our eye, something that catches our attention in a huge way. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, more first hand. This is very similar. This refers to, for example, first hand experience. If you have first hand experience in something, okay, and you have experienced it personally. Okay, you have, for example, imagine you have first-hand experience in driving buses. Okay, then that means that you have driven some buses. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, first-hand. You have again one example. Now, Gary, you have first-hand experience of teaching in Paraguay. Okay, Paraguay. Okay, so this person Gary has taught in Paraguay. Okay, so there you have. Okay, and more hair raising. Hair raising. Something which is hair raising is very frightening. Very frightening. Okay, used to describe experiences and journeys. Los pelos de punta. Okay, hair raising. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, very frightening. Very scary. That's the idea. Okay, hair raising. For example, my experience in India was hair raising. Okay, because someone robbed my wallet. Okay, that's the idea. My experience was heart racing because someone stole my wallet. Okay, more. I'm going to skip some. Okay, light-hearted, something which is light-hearted is funny and not very serious, not very serious. Okay, so for example, light-hearted films, light-hearted television. Okay, imply to be funny. Okay, imply to be funny and not serious. Okay, for example, light-hearted books. Okay, funny books, funny stories, funny films. Okay, and just to laugh about, to have a good time watching the movie or reading a book. Okay, that's the idea of light-hearted, light-hearted. Okay, funny, similar synonym for funny. Okay, more mouth-watering, mouth-watering. Well, this is in Spanish we would say se me hace la boca agua. Okay, so mouth-watering food is that food which looks very good or smells very good. Okay, desserts, for example, cakes. Okay, cakes can be some chocolate cakes can be mouth-watering, for example. Okay, or you have or the example you have here, a shop full of mouth-watering cakes. A shop full of mouth-watering cakes. Cakes that when you see them, you know that they will taste great. Okay, that's the idea of mouth watering. Okay, more. Okay, one more about this, and then I continue with verb noun combinations. We have, for example, nail biting. Nail biting. Que muerde las uñas. ¿Vale? Esa es la idea. That's the idea. A nail biting experience or a nail biting movie is a movie very exciting and dramatic. Okay, something very exciting and dramatic because you don't know what is going to happen. Something you are paying attention all the time because you don't know. A good movie, for example, a good movie about suspense or a good thriller can be nail biting because until the end of the movie you don't know what will happen. Okay, so it's nail biting. Okay, well, you have here an example too. The final would be decided on penalty kicks. Well, this is about football. Okay, soccer. It was going to be a nail biting 5 minutes. You know that imagine a World Cup. Okay, Spain versus Italy, for example, or any team. Okay, in a football match, it's nail biting because you don't know what will happen. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, nail biting. Okay, very exciting and dramatic. Okay, and now I'm going to mention some verb noun combinations. Okay, let's continue.